In the quiet of this moment, as the world slows down around you, a different kind of silence begins to open. A silence older than Earth, older than the stars you've seen, older than every dream that has ever drifted through the human mind. Tonight, you're going on a gentle journey far beyond the noise of the day, into a universe that moves softly, breathes slowly, and unfolds with a patience deeper than sleep itself. Out there, in the calm darkness, stars are being born in silent clouds of color. Light that began its journey millions of years ago is only now touching your eyes. Entire galaxies drift like soft lanterns across an endless ocean, each one carrying mysteries that never hurry to be solved. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to remember anything. You only need to listen and let the universe guide your mind into a gentle, quiet weightlessness. As we explore 100 calming mysteries of space, let each one settle inside you like a slow, warm breath, drawing you deeper into stillness, slowing your heartbeat, loosening your thoughts, and opening the door to that peaceful place between wakefulness and sleep. So take a moment, relax your shoulders, allow your breath to soften, and let your imagination drift far beyond the edges of the sky. The universe is waiting, and it whispers softly. In the quiet beginning of the universe, there is a silence so deep it feels like it has no end. Not the silence you hear in a quiet room, but a softer kind, a silence that wraps around everything like a warm, endless night. Space carries no sound, yet its stillness feels alive, as if something gentle is always breathing just beyond perception. Stars are born in this silence, galaxies drift through it, and light travels across it without ever making a whisper. When you imagine this vast quiet surrounding you, your thoughts slow down, your breath becomes calmer, and the mind begins to flow. In this silent darkness, nothing rushes, nothing demands, nothing interrupts. It is the perfect place for curiosity to softly awaken. The universe has no center, no middle, no point where everything began spreading outward. Instead, every place in the cosmos is drifting away from every other place, like dots on an expanding balloon. It's a calm, gentle motion, so slow you would never feel it, yet so vast it shapes every star you see. When you look into the night sky, you're not looking toward a center or away from one. You're simply looking into a boundless space with no preferred direction. This idea feels strange at first, but then it becomes comforting, like realizing there is no edge you can fall from. Everywhere is part of the same expansion, the same silent unfolding. Makes the universe feel open, balanced, and peacefully infinite. Far across the darkness, the universe is laced with a delicate structure called the cosmic web, an invisible map connecting galaxies like softly glowing threads. Most people never imagine it, yet it quietly shapes the paths of trillions of stars. These filaments stretch across unimaginable distances, forming a pattern that looks almost like frost spreading across a window. Inside each strand, galaxies drift together, gently guided by hidden forces. You can picture this web as a peaceful network, floating in the vast silence, weaving everything into a quiet order. Even in places where no light exists, the structure remains, holding galaxies in place like a calm hand. Thinking about it creates a kind of mental stillness, as if the universe itself is softly exhaling. Before the universe existed as we know it, before the stars, before the galaxies, before even the first particles, there was a moment so mysterious that science can only whisper guesses about it. What came before the Big Bang remains one of the gentlest, deepest questions in all of physics. Some imagine a quiet sea of potential waiting to bloom into light. Others picture an endless cycle, universes rising and fading like slow cosmic breaths. The beauty of this mystery is that it doesn't demand an answer. It simply invites calm curiosity. When you think about the universe emerging from silence, it creates a peaceful sense of beginning, a reminder that everything, including our thoughts, can rise softly from nothing into something. Out in the deep darkness, astronomers have discovered a strange and gentle drift called dark flow. Entire clusters of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, seem to be moving together in one quiet direction, as if guided by an unseen current. No one knows what lies beyond the regions pulling them, but the motion is steady, calm, and almost hypnotic. It's like watching leaves float slowly across a still lake, carried by a breeze you can't feel. This silent movement suggests something vast exists outside our observable universe, something soft and mysterious shaping the direction of everything. Thinking about it creates a peaceful wonder, reminding you that even in the cosmic dark, there is a rhythm guiding the drift of worlds. Every galaxy in the universe is constantly moving, turning, and drifting, even when it appears still. Our own Milky Way spirals gently, completing one full rotation only once every 230 million years. Stars orbit silently, carried by invisible currents of gravity, creating a slow cosmic dance that never stops. Nothing in space ever pauses. Everything glides with a quiet grace, as if the universe prefers motion over stillness. When you imagine billions of stars circling together at a calm, unhurried pace, it gives a feeling of balance, like watching a mobile sway gently above a crib. This endless rotation reminds you that movement doesn't always mean chaos. Sometimes it is simply the universe breathing in slow, patient cycles. In the quiet corners of the night sky, some stars shine with a soft, ancient glow. Their light began its journey long before humans existed, drifting through space like a gentle message from the past. When this light reaches your eyes, it has already traveled for thousands, sometimes millions of years, moving without hurry, without sound. There is something calming about knowing the glow you see tonight once left a distant star in complete silence. It feels like a warm memory crossing the darkness just to reach you. These ancient stars remind us that even the faintest light can travel endlessly, steady and patient, creating a peaceful connection between the present moment and a time long before our world took shape. Far beyond the reach of any telescope, the universe continues to expand, stretching space itself in all directions. This expansion isn't loud or violent. It's gentle, steady, like a slow breath spreading through the cosmos. Every galaxy moves away from every other galaxy, carried by this quiet growth. The farther you look, the faster the drift becomes, creating an endless horizon that we can never catch. Imagining this soft expansion gives a feeling of openness, as if there is always more space unfolding beyond the edges of what we know. It creates a calm wonder, reminding you that the universe is constantly making room, quietly pushing outward, welcoming new possibilities in the silent vastness of infinity. Scattered throughout space, tiny particles of cosmic dust drift quietly between stars. They are smaller than grains of sand, yet they help shape entire worlds. This dust glows faintly when starlight touches it, creating soft clouds of color that float through the galaxy like gentle whispers of creation. Planets, moons, and even living beings are made from the remnants of this ancient dust. When you imagine these delicate particles drifting in silence, carried by slow winds of starlight, it brings a peaceful sense of connection. Something so small, so quiet, becomes part of everything we see. This dust reminds you that creation often begins with the softest things, forming new worlds one tiny speck at a time. Time moves forward in a gentle, one-way flow, like a river drifting endlessly toward the horizon. No matter where you are in the universe, the direction of time never changes. Stars age, galaxies evolve, and moments quietly stack on top of one another, forming the story of everything that exists. Scientists believe this forward motion comes from the universe's tendency to spread out, to become more open, more spacious. That slow expansion gives time its direction, guiding every second into the next. Thinking of time as a soft current brings calm, reminding you that nothing needs to be rushed. Everything unfolds naturally, at its own pace, carried gently toward the future by the universe itself. Across the quiet stretches of space, vast clouds called nebulas drift like soft, colorful dreams. They are made of gas and dust, yet they glow with gentle light, as if the universe is painting slow-motion waterfalls in the darkness. These clouds are the birthplaces of stars, but they do not rush or roar. They expand, fold, and shimmer with a calm grace, moving so slowly that their shapes change over thousands of years. If you could float inside one, you would feel suspended in a glowing mist, surrounded by silent waves of stardust. Nebulas remind us that creation can be peaceful, almost sleepy, unfolding in delicate whispers rather than bursts. Their gentle glow feels like the universe breathing softly in its sleep. When you look up at the night sky, the tiny flicker of a star feels almost alive, as if each one is taking a slow, steady breath. This soft twinkling happens because starlight passes through layers of Earth's atmosphere, gently bending as it reaches your eyes. But the effect feels comforting, like watching a candle flame sway in a warm room. Every flicker reminds you that stars are distant suns, burning quietly across unimaginable distances. Their gentle shimmer creates a soothing rhythm, a natural pulse that mirrors the rise and fall of your own breath. As you watch them, your mind slows, your body loosens, and you feel a calm connection with the vastness above. Their silent breathing becomes your own. Deep within the quiet darkness of space, there are regions where new suns are slowly forming, hidden inside thick clouds of dust. These nurseries are so calm and cold that light struggles to escape, leaving their secrets wrapped in gentle shadows. Inside them, tiny clumps of matter begin to gather, pulled together by soft gravity. Over millions of years, they grow warmer, brighter, and eventually burst into life as newborn stars. The thought of suns forming slowly, quietly, far from any noise, brings a peaceful feeling. It's a reminder that even the brightest forces in the universe begin as something fragile and still. These hidden birthplaces show that the universe builds its greatest wonders with patience and softness. The light you see from a distant star tonight began its journey long before anyone alive today was born. Starlight travels incredibly fast, yet the universe is so vast that it can take thousands, even millions of years to reach Earth. Each ray moves through the quiet darkness, passing dust clouds, drifting past planets, and sliding through the empty silence of space. When that ancient light finally touches your eyes, it's like receiving a soft message from another time. This slow travel creates a sense of calm, reminding you that the universe unfolds at a gentle pace. Nothing is rushed. Everything moves steadily, patiently. Starlight teaches us that even across unimaginable distances, beauty can find its way to us. For thousands of years, humans have looked at the night sky and traced gentle patterns between stars, creating shapes that feel familiar and comforting. These constellations don't truly exist in space the way we imagine them. Each star sits at a different distance, drifting silently on its own path. Yet from Earth, they form soft outlines that stay steady for centuries. There's a peaceful rhythm in recognizing them, like seeing old friends appear every night. Their shapes give the sky a sense of order, a calm map that doesn't change quickly. When you gaze at a constellation, your mind naturally slows, following the simple lines from one star to the next. It feels like the universe is offering a quiet guide to wander with. In certain regions of space, gas clouds absorb energy from nearby stars and begin to glow with a soft blue light. This glow isn't sharp or harsh. It spreads gently, like watercolor fading across a dark canvas. The color comes from ionized atoms releasing energy back into the quiet around them, creating a peaceful radiance that drifts through the void. These glowing clouds can stretch across light years, yet their shimmer feels delicate, almost like a whisper in the dark. When you imagine this soft blue light floating in silence, far from any sound, it brings a feeling of weightlessness. It's the kind of light that doesn't overwhelm you. It simply exists, calm and steady, filling the emptiness with a quiet, soothing presence. In the vast quiet of space, shadows behave differently from the ones we see on Earth. They are deeper, darker, and colder, stretching across planets and moons with a stillness that feels almost frozen. With no air to scatter light, shadows fall sharply, creating soft borders where darkness meets soft starlight. These silent patches of night drift with the movement of celestial bodies sliding gently across craters and mountains. Imagining these shadows feels calming, like watching slow-moving clouds on a distant world. They remind you that even darkness has its own beauty, soft, peaceful, and unbroken. In the endless silence of space, shadows become resting places for the mind, places where thought can settle and breathe. Far away in the quiet stretches of the galaxy, there are stars that spin so quickly they send out pulses of light, like a cosmic lighthouse turning in the dark. These stars, called pulsars, rotate with incredible precision, creating steady flashes that seem almost alive, almost aware. Their rhythm is so consistent that it feels like a heartbeat echoing across the universe. If you could listen to these pulses, they would sound like gentle taps in an endless night. Watching a pulsar is like watching a distant eye blink softly again and again in perfect calm. Its repetitive glow creates a soothing pattern, reminding you that even the most powerful cosmic forces can express themselves with quiet elegance. In the silent depth of space, even the most distant stars can tremble. These gentle vibrations, called starquakes, ripple across the surface of a star like soft shivers of light. They are caused by shifts deep within the star's core, movements so delicate that they never break the star's calm glow. Instead, these tiny quakes create subtle changes in brightness, like the quiet flutter of a heartbeat. When astronomers observe these tremors, they can listen to the inner music of the star, slow, steady waves echoing through its body. Thinking about a star trembling softly in the darkness makes the universe feel alive in a peaceful way, as if even the brightest suns breathe and stretch in quiet rhythms across eternity. Every star in the universe produces vibrations, waves that move through its immense body like soft, rolling hums. These vibrations create sound, but the space around them is too empty to carry it. So the stars sing in silence, their music traveling as gentle oscillations instead of audible tones. If you could hear these frequencies, they would sound like deep, calming chimes echoing across a vast cathedral. Scientists study these star songs to understand what lies inside them, reading each vibration like a note on a cosmic instrument. The idea that stars silently sing adds a soothing mystery to the night sky, as if the universe is filled with hidden melodies playing softly beyond the reach of human ears. Galaxies spiral not because they are spinning like solid wheels, but because gravity gently guides billions of stars into graceful, flowing patterns. Each star moves at its own pace, drifting along curved paths that slowly shape the familiar spiral arms we see in pictures. These arms are not rigid structures. They are soft waves of density, like ripples spreading across a quiet pond. As stars enter a spiral arm, they slow slightly, and as they leave, they drift faster again, creating a calm rhythm of motion. Imagining this movement feels soothing, like watching slow currents swirl in deep water. A spiral galaxy is a reminder that even massive, powerful systems can move with elegance, forming shapes that calm the mind. The Andromeda Galaxy, our nearest large neighbor, shines with a pale, soft glow that has been reaching Earth for more than 2 million years. Its light drifts quietly across space, carrying the stories of countless stars. When you imagine Andromeda rising gently in the night sky, you can almost feel its calm presence, a massive island of light floating silently in the dark. Despite its size, nothing about Andromeda feels rushed. Its stars move in slow, patient orbits, creating a luminous haze that looks like a dream stretching across the void. Knowing that this entire galaxy is drifting toward us, not with violence, but with a peaceful inevitability, adds a comforting sense of connection, as if the universe itself is slowly drawing families of stars together. Between every pair of stars lies an enormous stretch of quiet emptiness, a space so vast and peaceful that even light takes years to cross it. This emptiness isn't frightening, it's calm, like a gentle pause in the universe's breath. In these silent regions, nothing rushes, nothing interrupts. A single particle of dust might drift for centuries without touching anything. When you imagine this immense stillness, it becomes soothing, like standing alone in a wide open field with no sound at all. The empty space between stars is not truly empty. It holds faint whispers of radiation, drifting atoms, and the leftover glow of creation. But everything moves so slowly, so softly, that the darkness feels like a resting place for the cosmos. Every galaxy, including our own, is surrounded by a quiet, invisible halo of dark matter, an unseen envelope that gently holds everything together. Stars orbit safely because of this hidden mass, even though we can't see or touch it. Imagine a soft, transparent cloud wrapped around the Milky Way, stretching far beyond the visible stars. It doesn't shine or reflect light, yet its calm gravity guides billions of suns. This halo acts like a protective embrace, keeping the galaxy balanced as it drifts through the universe. Thinking about an invisible presence holding everything in place creates a sense of comfort, reminding you that not all support must be visible. Some forces work silently, softly, shaping the world without ever revealing themselves. At the heart of every galaxy lies a quiet but powerful center, a region where stars gather more closely and gravity feels deeper, almost like a slow heartbeat. In many galaxies, including ours, a massive black hole rests at the core, not as a violent monster, but as a calm anchor holding the galaxy in balance. Around it, stars drift in graceful orbits, moving faster the closer they are to the center. The core glows softly with dense starlight, creating a warm, hazy brightness that never flickers. Imagining this peaceful hub makes the galaxy feel alive, yet composed, like a lantern glowing in endless darkness. The core is where energy settles, where motion finds harmony, and where the galaxy's story quietly begins. When two galaxies move toward each other, the idea of collision sounds chaotic, but in reality, the process is incredibly slow and surprisingly gentle. Stars rarely crash into one another. Instead, the galaxies glide through each other like soft clouds mixing in the wind. Their shapes stretch, twist, and merge over billions of years, creating elegant streams of starlight. Even their centers weave around each other in a delicate gravitational dance. Imagining galaxies interacting in this slow-motion embrace brings a sense of calm, as if the universe prefers harmony over destruction. These collisions reshape galaxies into new forms, showing that change, even on the largest scale, can happen with patience, grace, and almost dreamlike softness. When galaxies pass near each other, their gravity gently pulls stars into long, flowing trails called tidal streams. These streams drift across space like slow ribbons of light, stretching for thousands of light years. The stars inside them move calmly, following soft, curved paths shaped by the quiet push and pull of gravity. There is no rush, no sudden motion, just a graceful unfolding that takes millions of years. When you imagine these delicate streams, it feels like watching silk floating in water, drifting effortlessly. Tidal streams are reminders that even dramatic cosmic events can express themselves with elegance. They show how stars, when guided by gentle forces, can form patterns that soothe the mind and paint the darkness with peaceful motion. Not all galaxies are spirals or smooth ellipses. Some form shapes so unusual that they look like quiet strokes of abstract art floating in the darkness. There are ring galaxies with empty centers, galaxies shaped like teardrops stretched by gravity, and others twisted into delicate arcs by ancient collisions. These strange forms aren't chaotic. They're the result of slow, natural processes unfolding over unimaginable time. When you look at images of them, it's like seeing the universe experiment with creativity, trying different patterns just to see what beauty might emerge. Their odd shapes bring a gentle sense of wonder, reminding you that even in the deepest parts of space, there is freedom, softness, and endless imagination at work. Galaxies seem to carry memories, not thoughts, but patterns shaped by everything they've experienced. When a galaxy collides, stretches, or absorbs smaller companions, the effects linger in soft trails of stars, gentle curves, and subtle distortions. These marks remain for billions of years, like quiet fingerprints of the past. Some galaxies hold faint rings from ancient encounters. Others contain streams of wandering stars drifting from long-forgotten neighbors. This idea of galactic memory feels comforting. Even in the vastness of space, history leaves gentle traces, not loud scars. When you imagine these memories drifting silently through a galaxy, it reminds you that change can be slow, graceful, and absorbed into the greater whole, creating a peaceful story written in starlight. Far in the future, the Milky Way will merge with the Andromeda Galaxy, but not with chaos or destruction. Instead, the two will drift together slowly, like clouds meeting in a gentle sky. Stars will pass by one another almost untouched, carried by gravity's soft guidance. Over billions of years, their shapes will stretch, swirl, and blend into a new, calmer form, a single, larger galaxy glowing quietly in the dark. Imagining this distant future brings a peaceful feeling, as if the cosmos is preparing a graceful reunion. Our galaxy is not moving toward an end, but toward a quiet transformation, reminding you that even enormous changes can happen softly, with patience, and with the beauty of slow cosmic motion. Photons, the tiny particles of light, travel through the universe without ever aging. They don't grow older, don't slow down, and don't experience time the way we do. A photon leaving a distant star millions of years ago reaches Earth as if no time has passed at all. It glides through the darkness, untouched by the ages, carrying ancient stories in its quiet glow. When you imagine a photon slipping across endless space, weightless and ageless, it creates a sense of calm continuity. It's like a soft thread tying the past to the present, drifting gently through the universe. Light becomes a reminder that some things move through existence without hurry, without change, simply shining their way through eternity. Infrared light is a gentle form of energy, invisible to our eyes, but quietly filling the universe with warmth. It slips through dust clouds that block ordinary light, revealing hidden stars and soft structures inside the darkness. If you could see an infrared, the night sky would glow with a calm, warm shimmer, like embers resting beneath a blanket of shadow. Infrared waves stretch further, move slower, and carry a soothing quietness compared to brighter, sharper light. They show the universe in a softer mood, highlighting the subtle glow of planets, newborn stars, and distant galaxies. Imagining this warm, hidden light drifting through space brings a comforting feeling, as if the universe keeps a gentle fire burning behind every shadow. Ultraviolet light paints the universe with patterns we can't see, delicate markings that reveal hidden energies and quiet chemical dances in space. Though invisible to our eyes, ultraviolet waves highlight the youngest, brightest stars, tracing their soft outlines like glowing ink on a dark canvas. If we could see these patterns, the sky would look more alive, filled with swirling ribbons and shimmering halos. Many galaxies shine brightest in ultraviolet, their newborn stars wrapped in a gentle electric glow. Imagining these unseen patterns creates a sense of wonder, as if the universe carries a secret artwork just beyond human perception. It reminds you that not everything beautiful must be visible. Some forms of beauty exist silently, waiting in wavelengths we can only imagine. As galaxies drift away from us, in the quiet expansion of the universe, their light stretches into longer, calmer wavelengths. This soft stretching is called redshift, an effect that transforms energetic light into gentler, warmer tones. Redshift acts like a cosmic slow-motion filter, turning the universe's distant glow into something soothing and subdued. Every bit of redshifted light carries a message. The universe is expanding peacefully, at its own steady pace. When you imagine light being stretched gently across billions of years, it feels like watching color fade slowly into sunset tones. Redshift is a quiet reminder that even the largest movements of the cosmos happen with grace, transforming bright energy into a softer, dreamlike glow that drifts endlessly through space. In the quiet depths, near a black hole, gravity becomes so strong that even light cannot escape. Imagine a place where brightness moves slowly, pulled inward like a soft ribbon caught in a gentle but unbreakable tide. As photons drift closer, their paths curve, bending gracefully around the darkness. They spiral in silence, fading into deep, warm tones before disappearing completely. This trapping of light isn't violent. It's serene, like watching mist sink into a still valley. The edges of black holes glow with this curved light, forming halos called event horizons. Thinking about light being held in such delicate balance creates a peaceful sense of awe, reminding you that even the universe's strongest forces express themselves in soft, elegant motion. When a star reaches the final stages of its life, it releases light that drifts gently into space, its last quiet message to the universe. This light is soft and ancient, carrying the memory of a star that once burned bright. As the star fades, its outer layers spread outward like a blooming flower, glowing with warm, peaceful colors. The light from these dying stars travels for ages, crossing galaxies without sound, yet holding the beauty of an ending that isn't rushed or harsh. When you see this faint glow through a telescope, you're witnessing the final breath of a distant sun. It feels calm, almost comforting, reminding you that even endings in the universe can be gentle, radiant, and full of quiet dignity. X-rays in space are often described as powerful and energetic, but they also have a softer side, especially when seen from a distance. These rays drift from hot stars, glowing nebulae, and swirling cosmic clouds, spreading across the universe like faint whispers of light. Though they are invisible to human eyes, telescopes reveal their gentle patterns, soft blue glows that ripple through gas clouds in slow, graceful motions. X-rays highlight hidden structures, tracing edges and outlines like delicate strokes on dark canvas. When imagined softly, they feel like distant sparks floating through calm water, illuminating space without overwhelming it. Their quiet presence reminds you that even intense forms of energy can express themselves with elegance, revealing the universe's hidden beauty in subtle, peaceful waves. Light echoes occur when a burst of brightness from a distant star or explosion reflects off drifting dust clouds, arriving at different times like soft, delayed whispers. Imagine light behaving like sound in a quiet canyon. First a gentle flash, then another and another, each one a little softer. These echoes travel through space long after the original event has faded, carrying the memory of light across years, even centuries. The way they spread creates a peaceful rhythm, like ripples moving through calm water. When telescopes capture these echoes, they reveal slow rings of illumination expanding outward in silence. Thinking about light echoing through the universe brings a soothing feeling, as if the cosmos holds onto moments gently, releasing them again in soft, glowing reminders. Light bends gently when it passes near massive objects, curving as if space itself is guiding it with soft hands. This bending isn't sudden or sharp. It's smooth, like the slow tilt of a river flowing around a stone. Gravity shapes the space around stars and planets, creating gentle curves that light follows naturally. When distant starlight bends around a galaxy, it forms graceful arcs and halos, almost like luminous petals floating around a dark center. This effect, called gravitational lensing, reveals hidden structures far beyond what we can see directly. Imagining light curving through the universe like a delicate ribbon creates a sense of calm wonder. It shows that even the straightest path can flow softly when the universe whispers. Cosmic dust doesn't shine on its own, but it quietly collects light, absorbing it, softening it, and releasing it again like a gentle breath. When starlight passes through these tiny grains, the dust warms slightly and emits a faint, soothing glow that drifts into the darkness. This stored light carries the memory of the stars it touched, traveling in subtle waves, invisible to human eyes. If you could see it, space would look like a warm, glowing mist surrounding every galaxy. This gentle re-release of energy creates a peaceful radiance, turning cold darkness into something tender and alive. Cosmic dust reminds you that even the smallest particles can hold light close, letting it go slowly, like a comforting whisper into the night. An orbit may look like a smooth circle, but at its heart, it's simply an object falling forever, never hitting the ground. Imagine a spacecraft moving forward while gravity gently pulls it downward. It keeps missing the planet, gliding endlessly around it in a quiet, balanced dance. This soft motion feels almost like floating in a slow, continuous dream. Nothing jerks or rushes. Everything moves in calm curves. Orbits are the universe's way of letting objects fall without fear, creating harmony between motion and gravity. When you picture planets drifting this way, falling yet never landing, it creates a comforting sense of safety. It feels like the cosmos has a gentle rhythm, holding everything in place with invisible, steady hands. Gravity is often described as a force, but in the quiet language of the universe, it feels more like a gentle pull, a soft invitation that guides objects toward one another. It doesn't shout or push, it simply encourages motion, shaping everything from falling leaves to drifting galaxies. When you imagine gravity spreading through space, it feels like an invisible thread connecting all things, keeping stars in their orbits and planets in calm, predictable paths. This connection brings a sense of belonging, as if every object is part of a larger, peaceful structure. Gravity works slowly, patiently, never rushing. Thinking of it as a soft pull instead of a force transforms the universe into a place of calm, where everything moves with quiet purpose. Planets move with a rhythm that feels almost musical, each following its own path, yet all staying in perfect balance with one another. Their orbits form a quiet harmony, shaped by gravity's gentle touch. Nothing about their motion is rushed. Instead, they drift steadily, completing their long circuits around the sun with patient consistency. When you imagine these worlds gliding through space, each at its own pace, it feels like watching dancers move in slow, graceful patterns. The harmony of planetary motion is a reminder that order can arise naturally without force or noise. It brings us a sense of peace, knowing that even massive worlds obey a soft, predictable rhythm, creating a cosmic symphony that plays endlessly in silence. Lagrange points are quiet pockets in space, where gravity balances so perfectly that objects can rest almost effortlessly. These locations act like calm havens, places where a spacecraft can drift without needing much energy to stay in place. Imagine a spot where the pull of the Earth and the pull of the Sun cancel each other gently, creating a peaceful cradle in the darkness. Satellites placed here move softly with the planets, as if cradled in an invisible hammock. Thinking about these stable points brings a sense of serenity, proof that even in the vast, complex universe, there are areas of perfect stillness. They show how harmony can exist in the most unexpected places, held together by gravity's quiet, balanced hand. Gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn rotate with a calm grandeur, turning slowly in the vastness of space. Their enormous surfaces, made of swirling clouds and soft storms, drift in wide, gentle curves as the planets spin. Even though they are massive, their rotation feels peaceful, like watching colored mist move across a giant floating sphere. The bands of clouds slide past one another in smooth motions, creating patterns that shift over hours and days. When you picture these slow rotations, it feels like observing a cosmic painting that never rushes to change. Gas giants remind you that size doesn't bring chaos. It can bring serenity, offering a view of the universe where even enormous worlds move with quiet, patient grace. Moons feel the gentle pull of gravity from their parent planets, creating tides that ripple through their surfaces. On watery moons, these tides move hidden oceans beneath layers of ice, shifting softly like slow breaths. Even rocky moons experience slight stretching and relaxing, as if they're quietly responding to the planet's presence. These tidal motions can last for billions of years, shaping landscapes in ways too gradual to see. Imagining tides flowing through distant moons creates a deep sense of calm. Movements so slow and subtle that they become almost meditative. It shows that even in worlds far from ours, gentle rhythms continue endlessly, guided by soft gravitational hands that never hurry, never stop, simply keep everything in quiet motion. Space itself expands with an elegance that feels almost fluid. There are no jerks, no sudden changes, just a quiet stretching that carries galaxies farther apart over billions of years. This smooth expansion creates a sense that the universe is drifting, like a calm tide spreading across an endless ocean. Nothing resists it. Everything simply follows the gentle flow. When you imagine space moving this way, it brings a feeling of weightlessness, as if the cosmos is breathing in slow, steady intervals. Even at the largest scales, motion unfolds with softness, reminding you that growth doesn't need to be fast to be meaningful. Space moves in a gentle rhythm, guiding galaxies in a peaceful drift toward whatever lies beyond our sight. Solar winds are streams of charged particles that flow from the sun in a constant, gentle breeze. Even though they travel across the solar system at incredible speeds, their motion feels smooth and continuous, like a steady exhale from our star. These winds brush past planets, shaping magnetic fields and creating soft auroras that shimmer in silence. When you imagine solar winds drifting through the darkness, they feel like an invisible melody playing between worlds. Calm, steady, always present. The rhythm they create connects the entire solar system in a quiet dance, reminding you that even the sun breathes in its own way. This soft cosmic breeze brings a sense of calm, showing that energy can move powerfully yet peacefully. Asteroids wander through the solar system in calm, unhurried paths, drifting like ancient stones carried by invisible currents. They don't roar or blaze unless they enter an atmosphere. Most of the time, they simply glide in silence. Each asteroid follows a gentle orbit shaped by gravity, moving so predictably that its journey can be traced years into the future. When you imagine these rocky travelers floating in the dark, it feels peaceful, like watching slow boats drift across a still lake. Even though asteroids are remnants of early planetary formation, they hold their place quietly, never rushing, never forcing their way. Their silent motion shows that the universe carries its history softly, letting old fragments drift endlessly through the calm of space. All across the universe, gravitational pulls, orbital motions, and drifting energies balance each other with remarkable harmony. Nothing acts alone. Every star, planet, and particle responds to the quiet forces surrounding it. This balance creates stability, allowing galaxies to hold their shapes and planets to follow smooth paths. When you imagine these forces working together, it feels like witnessing a cosmic choreography, gentle, predictable, and deeply calming. The universe isn't chaotic. It's held in place by soft interactions that unfold naturally. Even the most powerful phenomena are guided by this equilibrium. Thinking about this balance brings a sense of peace, reminding you that everything, both vast and tiny, moves according to rhythms older than time, creating a universe built on quiet harmony. In the vast silence of the universe, there exists an invisible ocean made of something we cannot touch, cannot see, yet feel everywhere. This quiet presence is dark matter drifting between galaxies like a soft, unseen tide. It carries no glow, no shadow, no color, only a gentle gravity that holds the cosmos together. Imagine billions of stars floating safely within an invisible sea, their motions guided by a force as calm as a whispered breath. Dark matter passes through planets, through bodies, even through the air around you without leaving the slightest trace. Its quiet strength gives structure to everything you know. Thinking about this hidden ocean creates a deep sense of calm, as if the universe is supported by soft, unseen hands. Stretching across the universe is a delicate, invisible web made entirely of dark matter, connecting galaxies like pearls on a thread. Though you can't see it, this web forms the framework of the cosmos, shaping where galaxies appear and how they drift through time. Imagine a vast network of silent bridges, each one cradling clusters of stars in gentle gravitational arms. Galaxies settle into these dark strands, moving along their curves in peaceful harmony. The web itself never glows, never announces its presence, yet it guides the largest structures in existence with effortless grace. Thinking about this unseen lattice brings a soothing sense of order. Even in the deepest darkness, there is structure, soft, quiet, and perfectly balanced, holding the universe together. Dark matter drifts through everything, through planets, through stars, through your own body. Yet it never makes a sound, never leaves a mark. It passes freely because it interacts so gently with normal matter that the two barely notice each other. Imagine tiny, invisible particles flowing through you like a soft breeze you cannot feel. They move across oceans, mountains, and entire worlds without slowing down, continuing their ancient journey through space. This silence isn't emptiness, it's calmness on the deepest level. Dark matter behaves like a guest that never disturbs, always present, but never intrusive. Thinking about this quiet movement brings a strange comfort, reminding you that the universe is filled with subtle forces that watch over everything without ever demanding attention. Even though dark matter makes up most of the universe's mass, it behaves with remarkable calm. It doesn't collide, doesn't burn, doesn't explode. It simply drifts, forming soft halos around galaxies. This invisible mass gathers slowly over billions of years, shaping the cosmos with quiet patience. Imagine a substance that influences everything, yet moves with the gentleness of drifting fog. Dark matter doesn't cluster in sharp clumps. It spreads smoothly, creating wide, rounded envelopes of gravity. Its calm behavior allows galaxies to remain stable, preventing stars from scattering into the void. Thinking about invisible mass acting so peacefully creates a feeling of harmony, as if the universe itself prefers balance over chaos, building its grandest structures with softness rather than force. Dark energy is a gentle but persistent force that fills all of space, quietly pushing galaxies away from one another. It doesn't roar or surge. It stretches the universe with a steady, almost soothing pressure. Imagine the cosmos as a calm ocean and dark energy as a soft tide slowly lifting every wave. This expansion happens so gradually that no galaxy feels the movement, yet over billions of years, the distance between them grows wider. Dark energy works in silence, encouraging space to open, to relax, to breathe. Thinking about this slow drift creates a peaceful sense of spaciousness, reminding you that the universe is always expanding, always making room, always unfolding in quiet, gentle motions no human could ever feel. Space is not empty distance. It's a fabric that stretches softly, expanding every moment. This expansion doesn't feel like movement. It feels like a quiet unfolding, as if the universe is gently exhaling. Galaxies don't push away from each other. The space between them grows, creating room in all directions. Imagine an endless sheet slowly widening, without tearing or breaking, just stretching effortlessly. This soft expansion shapes the rhythm of cosmic time, guiding how light travels and how galaxies drift. When you picture space itself growing in silence, it brings a sense of calm and inevitability, as if everything is part of a larger, gentle breath. The universe doesn't rush. It opens with patience, allowing its vastness to grow in peaceful harmony. Cosmic voids are enormous regions of space with almost nothing inside them. No bright galaxies, no glowing nebulae, just gentle, quiet darkness stretching across millions of light years. Yet, even in these vast, empty spaces, something subtle exists. Faint wisps of gas, drifting particles, and the soft pull of gravity. These voids are not truly empty. They are the universe's quietest rooms, places where silence feels endless. Imagine floating in such a region, surrounded by calm darkness that stretches farther than thought itself. Nothing rushes here. Everything moves slowly, peacefully. These voids give the cosmos balance, creating spacious gaps between clusters of galaxies. Thinking about them brings a sense of deep stillness, as if the universe keeps quiet places where even time seems to rest. Even the darkest, most silent parts of space contain a gentle shimmer of activity. Tiny particles appear and disappear in fractions of a moment, like faint sparks flickering in a dream. This constant, quiet motion is called quantum fluctuation, a reminder that emptiness is never fully empty. There are soft fields of energy everywhere, vibrating lightly even when nothing else is present. Imagine standing alone in a dark room, only to realize the air around you is humming so quietly you can barely sense it. Space behaves the same way, still on the surface, but filled with subtle, delicate motion beneath. This hidden activity makes the cosmos feel alive in its silence, reminding you that even in the deepest darkness, something gentle is always moving. At the tiniest scale of reality, space isn't smooth or still. It flickers with tiny, ever-changing bubbles of energy called quantum foam. These bubbles appear and disappear in moments far shorter than a blink, creating a restless but gentle shimmer beneath existence. Imagine the surface of a perfectly calm ocean, but when you look closely, you see tiny ripples forming and fading in endless patterns. Quantum foam behaves the same way, shaping the texture of space at the smallest level. It's so subtle that no one can see it directly, yet it influences everything in the universe. Thinking about this delicate activity brings a quiet sense of wonder, reminding you that even the deepest stillness is made of countless soft, unseen motions. At the foundation of the universe lies a gentle uncertainty, a rule that says particles can never be perfectly still or perfectly known. This uncertainty isn't chaotic. It's soft and natural, like a faint tremble beneath everything that exists. Particles shift slightly, energies fluctuate quietly, and nothing ever becomes completely fixed. Imagine a candle flame that flickers so softly you can barely see it move. That is how reality behaves at its core. This subtle unpredictability allows atoms to form, stars to shine, and the universe to evolve. Instead of being rigid, existence is fluid and delicate. Thinking about this quiet uncertainty brings a peaceful feeling, reminding you that life, like the cosmos, flows gently, shaped by movements too small to see but too meaningful to ignore. Time doesn't flow the same everywhere. In the quiet expanse of space, it moves with a softness shaped by gravity and motion. Near massive planets or stars, time slows gently, stretching moments into longer breaths. Far from gravity's pull, in the light, open regions between galaxies, time flows a little faster, like a calm stream widening. You wouldn't feel these changes. They unfold silently without any sensation, but they shape the rhythm of the universe. Imagine clocks ticking at different tempos, each one guided by the calm landscape of space around it. Thinking about time moving differently brings a peaceful sense of fluidity, reminding you that even the seconds we trust are flexible, drifting softly according to the universe's quiet design. Near a black hole, time stretches so dramatically that a single moment can feel like an eternity from the outside. This isn't violent. It's like watching syrup pour slowly, thickening the closer it gets to the source. Gravity becomes so strong near a black hole that it tugs at time itself, pulling it into a long, slow drift. If you could watch someone approach a black hole from a safe distance, their movements would appear slower and slower, fading into a gentle pause. For them, time would feel normal, flowing softly as always. This strange dance between gravity and time creates a dreamy, surreal feeling, as if the universe is reminding us that time is flexible, elastic, and shaped by the quiet fabric of space. Space and time are not separate things. They are woven together into a single, gentle fabric that bends and curves with the presence of mass. Imagine a soft sheet stretched tightly, and when a star or planet sits on it, the sheet dips quietly, shaping the paths that objects follow. Time flows across this fabric like a thin stream of calm water, adjusting itself based on how the sheet curves. The closer you are to something heavy, the more the fabric dips and the slower time drifts. Thinking about space and time as one smooth surface feels peaceful, like watching ripples spread across a tranquil pond. It reminds you that the universe is connected in quiet, subtle ways, where motion and time move together in harmony. Reality itself bends gently in the presence of gravity, curving space and time in ways you cannot see but can imagine. Light follows these curves like a ribbon drifting along invisible paths, and objects feel the pull without ever sensing a tug. This bending isn't sharp or sudden, it's smooth and patient, shaping the universe with the grace of a soft tide. Every planet, every star, every drifting particle rests on this curved landscape, moving along its lines without effort. When you imagine reality bending like flexible fabric, it feels calming, as if the universe is made of something soft and forgiving. It shows how even the most fundamental parts of existence move with elegance, guiding everything in gentle, inevitable motions. When something moves very fast, close to the speed of light, time begins to slow for it in a gentle, almost ghost-like way. This isn't something you can feel. It happens quietly, woven into the rules of the universe. Imagine traveling through space at incredible speeds. To you, everything would feel normal, soft, familiar. But compared to those you left behind, your time would drift more slowly, stretching like a calm echo. This effect, called time dilation, makes fast motion feel like stepping into a different rhythm of existence. Thinking about time changing with speed brings a sense of wonder, as if the universe allows moments to expand or contract depending on how quickly you move. Time becomes fluid, drifting gently with motion. As something approaches the speed of light, an eerie quietness begins to take over, not a silence you can hear, but a stillness in how time and space behave. Distances shrink softly, time slows toward a gentle pause, and the universe seems to narrow into a single, calm direction. Nothing with mass can ever reach light speed, but imagining the experience feels like entering a dream where everything becomes weightless and slow. For light itself, there is no passage of time. Its entire journey, no matter how long, feels like a single timeless moment. Thinking about this strange quiet brings a soothing sense of detachment, as if the faster you move, the more the universe invites you into a soft, eternal calm. Every star you see in the night sky is showing you its past, not its present. The light reaching your eyes began its journey years, centuries, even millennia ago. When you look upward, you're watching history drift softly toward you, carried across the darkness in perfect silence. Each ray of starlight is an echo, a gentle reminder of a moment long gone. Imagining this turns the sky into a peaceful tapestry of memories, glowing quietly above the world. Even stars that no longer exist may still send their final whispers of light, arriving long after their last breath. This idea brings a sense of calm continuity, as if the universe keeps its stories alive through soft, glowing traces that never rush to fade. Space-time curves smoothly around every object, creating invisible valleys and slopes that guide the movement of planets, stars, and even light. These curves are never sharp or jagged. They flow like gentle hills shaped by a quiet wind. When you imagine space-time as a soft landscape, you can picture everything drifting naturally along its contours, following paths laid out by gravity's calm influence. Even massive bodies create curves that feel elegant rather than heavy. This gentle geometry explains why objects fall, why planets orbit, and why the universe moves in graceful patterns. Thinking about space-time in this way transforms reality into something soft and continuous, reminding you that the cosmos is built on smooth motions rather than abrupt forces. Time travel, in the language of physics, isn't a loud or dramatic leap. It's a gentle bending of the rules that guide reality. Some theories suggest that under the right conditions, time could loop softly, allowing events to fold back on themselves like pages in a drifting book. Wormholes, warp bubbles, and curved space-time are ideas that feel almost like dreams the universe might be whispering. None of these concepts promise chaos. Instead, they offer quiet possibilities rooted in the soft flexibility of time itself. Thinking about time travel feels comforting, like imagining a path where past and future touch briefly in silence. It reminds you that time isn't rigid. It's a delicate fabric, capable of surprising folds and gentle twists. Some physicists believe that time, as we experience it, might be an illusion, a helpful way for our minds to understand change, even though the universe itself may not flow the way we think. In this view, past, present, and future all exist at once, like a vast, quiet tapestry where every thread is already woven. Time feels real because we move through this tapestry in a single direction, one gentle moment at a time. Imagining time as an illusion isn't unsettling, it's soothing, like realizing that everything has a place and nothing is ever truly lost. It brings a sense of calm continuity, as if existence is one soft, unbroken whole, and we are simply drifting through its peaceful layers. The universe has an edge, but not the kind you can travel to. As the cosmos expands, the farthest regions move away faster than light can reach. This creates a soft, unreachable boundary, not because something blocks us, but because space itself stretches gently beyond our ability to follow. Imagine standing at the shore of a vast ocean that grows wider with every step you take. No matter how far you walk, the horizon drifts farther away. This edge isn't harsh or frightening, it's peaceful, like a distant mist you can see but never touch. Thinking about it brings a calm sense of mystery, reminding you that some distances are meant to stay softly out of reach, creating endless space for wonder. Across the entire sky, a quiet glow surrounds us, a soft, ancient light left over from the birth of the universe. This glow, called the cosmic microwave background, is incredibly faint, like a gentle warmth spread evenly across space. It carries the memory of a time when the universe was young, filled with a soft, uniform brightness. Today, it whispers to us through delicate patterns, offering clues about the cosmos's earliest moments. When you imagine this glow, it feels like a warm blanket wrapped around the universe, comforting and subtle. It doesn't shine like starlight. It hums gently in the background, reminding us that the universe has a history written in soft radiation that drifts quietly through every corner of space. Long before galaxies formed, before stars lit their first fires, the universe glowed with a soft, warm light. Much of this ancient illumination has faded, stretched into invisible wavelengths as space slowly expanded. Yet traces of it still drift quietly through the cosmos, fragments of a time when everything was filled with gentle brightness. This forgotten light isn't lost. It has simply changed, whispering across the universe in tones too soft for the human eye. Imagining this ancient glow brings a peaceful sense of continuity, as if the universe still carries childhood memories deep within its quiet heart. Every faint photon that reaches us is a reminder that the cosmos has been glowing softly since its earliest breath, long before stars learned to shine. No matter which direction you look, the universe appears remarkably similar, filled with scattered galaxies, gentle clusters, and stretches of dark, quiet space. This sameness isn't boring, it's reassuring, like a soft pattern repeating across a vast cosmic tapestry. Scientists call this the cosmological principle, the idea that on the largest scales, the universe is calm and uniform. Imagine walking through a serene forest where every tree stands at just the right distance, creating a peaceful rhythm wherever you look. The universe behaves the same way, offering balance instead of chaos. This quiet consistency brings a sense of comfort, reminding you that even across unimaginable distances, the cosmos follows gentle rules, creating harmony in every direction you turn your gaze. The observable universe is only the part we can see, the region where light has had enough time to reach us. But beyond this gentle horizon lies something even more mysterious, countless regions expanding too quickly for their light to ever arrive. These areas exist in a quiet distance we'll never touch, never visit, never fully imagine, yet their presence feels calming, like knowing there are peaceful rooms just beyond the walls of a familiar home. The universe continues far past our sight, stretching into possibilities we cannot measure. Thinking about these unreachable spaces brings a soothing sense of openness. It reminds you that infinity is not meant to be understood completely. It's meant to be felt as a soft, endless invitation to wonder. Past the cosmic horizon, the universe continues quietly, following the same calm patterns we see around us, galaxies drifting, clusters forming, dark energy stretching space. Even though we can never receive their light, these distant regions exist like soft echoes of our own corner of the cosmos. Imagine standing at the edge of a foggy field. You can't see what lies beyond, yet you know the landscape continues. The cosmic horizon behaves the same way, hiding worlds that glow and move with gentle rhythms. Thinking about these unseen places brings a peaceful sense of depth, as if the universe has layers of calm waiting beyond every boundary. It reminds you that creation stretches far beyond what eyes can reach, quietly unfolding in the endless dark. Some theories suggest that our universe might be only one bubble in a vast cosmic ocean, one chapter in an endless library of realities. These parallel universes wouldn't collide or compete. They would drift quietly side by side, each with its own gentle rules, its own calm histories. Imagine an infinite field of glowing spheres floating in darkness, each one containing a different version of time, space, and possibility. The idea isn't frightening, it's peaceful, like knowing there are endless variations of existence softly unfolding. If parallel universes do exist, they expand in silence, far beyond our reach, yet comforting in their vastness. Thinking about them brings a dreamy sense of infinity, reminding you that creation may be far larger, softer, and more mysterious than we can ever fully see. At the farthest edge of our understanding lies a quiet boundary where the rules of physics begin to blur. This boundary isn't a wall. It's more like a gentle fog where familiar laws dissolve into something unknown. Inside this fog, matter behaves strangely, time becomes flexible and space curves in unpredictable ways. Yet none of this feels chaotic. It feels delicate, like watching watercolor blend softly on a canvas. Scientists explore this boundary through equations and theories, trying to understand how reality behaves when pushed to its limits. Imagining this soft edge brings a calming sense of humility, reminding you that not everything must be understood. Some mysteries are meant to remain gentle invitations, encouraging us to explore quietly, with wonder instead of certainty. As the universe grows older, its expansion doesn't slow down, it gently accelerates, as if space itself is stretching with increasing ease. This acceleration is guided by dark energy, a quiet pressure woven into the fabric of space. Imagine pulling on a soft, stretchy cloth. The farther it extends, the less effort it takes to stretch more. The cosmos behaves in a similar way. Galaxies drift apart faster, not because they push themselves, but because the space between them expands more freely. This speeding expansion doesn't create noise or chaos. It unfolds silently, like a calm tide rising. Thinking about this gentle acceleration brings a soothing sense of movement, reminding you that even on the grandest scale, the universe evolves with softness and patience. Some cosmologists believe the universe might be infinite, not just large, but truly without edges, stretching endlessly in every direction. If this is true, then beyond every galaxy lies another, and beyond that, countless more, continuing in a calm, unbroken pattern. Imagine walking through a forest that never ends, each tree a distant universe, each clearing a new cosmic landscape. This idea isn't overwhelming, it's peaceful. It suggests that creation has no boundary, no final wall, just quiet continuation. In an infinite universe, every direction becomes a path toward more wonder, more stars, more soft, drifting galaxies. Thinking about endless universes gives the mind room to breathe, offering a gentle reminder that infinity is not a threat. It's a comforting embrace of limitless possibility. Even when the sun has set and the world is wrapped in darkness, Earth never becomes completely black. High above the surface, the atmosphere releases a soft, natural glow called air glow. It forms when tiny particles, energized during the day, gently release their stored light back into the night. This glow isn't bright enough to see with the naked eye, but it surrounds our planet like a quiet halo. Imagine Earth breathing softly, exhaling faint ribbons of green, red, and blue into the sky. Airglow moves slowly, drifting like gentle waves across the upper atmosphere. Thinking about this hidden light brings a soothing sense of comfort, reminding you that our planet carries its own soft radiance even in the deepest hours of night. Earth's magnetic field is like a gentle shield, quietly protecting the planet from solar winds and cosmic particles. Though invisible, it moves in slow, graceful rhythms, constantly shifting, flowing, and adjusting its shape. Imagine a soft, protective bubble surrounding the world, guiding charged particles away in sweeping curves. This magnetic field also creates calm, drifting patterns near the poles, where particles spiral softly downward to form auroras. Even deep underground, the field moves with patient steadiness, changing gradually over centuries. Thinking about this quiet rhythm gives a feeling of safety, as if the planet itself is watching over us with invisible arms. Earth's magnetic field isn't loud or forceful, it's a peaceful guardian, working silently to keep our world in balance. The far side of the moon is a world we never see, always turned away from Earth in quiet stillness. Unlike the near side, shaped by centuries of soft starlight and gentle earthshine, the far side rests in deeper shadows, touched only by distant sunlight. It is silent in a way few places in the universe can be. No atmosphere, no winds, no echoes, just a calm landscape frozen in timeless clarity. Imagine standing on that hidden surface, surrounded by craters untouched for billions of years, hearing nothing but your own heartbeat. The far side feels like a peaceful retreat, a place where time seems to slow even further. Thinking about it brings a quiet sense of solitude, as if the moon keeps a private sanctuary of silence. Though space is silent, the sun vibrates constantly, creating patterns that resemble a gentle, rhythmic heartbeat. These vibrations ripple through its hot surface, rising and falling in slow waves. If space could carry sound, the sun would hum like a deep, calming drum, beating every few minutes with steady warmth. Scientists study these vibrations as if listening to a star's pulse, learning about its inner layers through the soft rhythm it produces. Imagining the sun with a heartbeat makes it feel alive, not as a burning sphere, but as a warm, breathing presence in the sky. It brings a peaceful perspective. The star that lights our days moves with quiet consistency, offering energy and comfort in a steady, timeless rhythm. Beneath the icy surface of Jupiter's moon, Europa, lies a vast, hidden ocean, deeper than any on Earth. Stretching quietly beneath miles of frozen crust, this ocean never crashes against shores or roars with storms. It moves slowly in darkness, warmed by gentle tidal forces that stir its waters like a quiet, eternal breath. Imagine an entire world of calm waves drifting under ice, untouched by sunlight, yet full of possibility. Scientists believe this ocean may cradle the conditions for life, making Europa feel like a softly beating heart in the outer solar system. Thinking about this secret sea brings a soothing awe, reminding you that even in distant, frozen places, the universe hides warm, silent oceans waiting in the dark. Saturn's moon Titan is wrapped in a soft golden haze that gives it a dreamy, otherworldly glow. This thick atmosphere scatters sunlight into warm tones, making the entire moon feel like it's resting inside a quiet, amber mist. Beneath the haze lie lakes of liquid methane that ripple gently, untouched by wind or waves as strong as those on Earth. The air moves slowly, creating a calm environment where every shift happens with patience. Walking on Titan would feel like moving through a silent twilight, the sky glowing softly in all directions. The gentle haze makes the moon seem peaceful and mysterious, a distant world wrapped in warmth instead of harshness. It reminds you that even alien landscapes can carry a sense of calm. Saturn's rings are made of countless pieces of ice and rock, each drifting in gentle orbits around the planet. Though space carries no sound, the motion of these particles creates a soft rhythm, a whisper-like pattern of movement that instruments can translate into quiet vibrations. Imagine billions of tiny crystals gliding past each other, never colliding harshly, moving in smooth, elegant paths. The rings shift slowly, forming waves and ripples that travel across their surface like delicate breaths. Thinking of Saturn's rings in this way feels calming, as if the planet carries a silent lullaby within its orbit. Their gentle motion reminds you that even the most iconic wonders of the solar system express themselves in soft, serene patterns that soothe the imagination. Jupiter's storms are enormous, swirling structures, yet they move with a grace that makes them feel almost peaceful when seen from afar. The great red spot, larger than Earth, rotates slowly, completing one full turn in several days. Instead of sharp lightning or violent crashes, these storms roll in broad, sweeping curves, shaped by soft, atmospheric bands. Imagine watching clouds the size of continents drift in gentle spirals, their motion steady and unhurried. The colors blend like watercolor, reds, creams, and soft browns merging into each other. From a distance, the storms feel less like chaos and more like the slow breathing of a giant world. They remind you that power and calmness can coexist even in the heart of a gas giant. Comets drift through the solar system like ancient travelers, and some glow with a beautiful blue light as they approach the sun. This blue glow comes from gases, mostly carbon monoxide, lighting up when touched by sunlight. The process is gentle, like frost shimmering under a quiet morning sun. As the comet moves closer, its tail unfurls softly behind it, glowing in shades of blue that feel cold, yet strangely comforting. These glowing comets remind us that even icy wanderers carry their own quiet beauty, preserved since the early days of the solar system. Imagining a blue comet drifting slowly across the dark sky creates a calming sense of wonder, as if the universe occasionally paints with colors meant only for those who look closely. The Voyager spacecraft, launched decades ago, now drifts quietly beyond the edge of our solar system, carrying with it a golden record of Earth's sounds and stories. Its journey is completely silent. No engines, no noise, just steady motion through the deep, calm dark. Imagine a small, human-made object gliding among the stars, moving farther each second into regions untouched by any traveler before. Voyager doesn't hurry. It simply follows its path, sending faint messages home from unimaginable distances. Its voyage feels peaceful, like watching a lonely lantern float across an endless sea. Thinking about Voyager brings a gentle comfort, reminding you that a piece of humanity is out there, wandering softly through the quiet halls of interstellar space. The universe is always drifting, slowly, peacefully, expanding in every direction with a calm that has lasted for billions of years. Galaxies slide apart like soft clouds drifting across a quiet sky, never rushing, never forcing their motion. When you imagine this endless drift, it feels like the universe itself is rocking gently, a cradle made of stars and silence. Every moment carries this subtle motion, a reminder that everything is part of a larger, soothing flow. Thinking about the universe drifting endlessly brings a deep sense of relaxation, as if you too are floating with it, weightless and unhurried. This slow expansion becomes a lullaby, a natural rhythm that invites your mind to soften, to breathe, and to feel at peace within infinity. Infinity is not loud or overwhelming. It's gentle, like an open field stretching beyond sight. When you think of something endless, the mind doesn't have to reach for an ending. It can relax into the idea that there is always more space, more calm, more room to drift. Infinity removes the pressure of boundaries, offering freedom instead of fear. Imagine standing beneath a sky with no edges, where every direction leads to quiet starlight. There is comfort in knowing that the universe has no walls, no final barrier, just a soft continuation. Infinity feels peaceful because it asks nothing of you. It simply exists. It lets your thoughts expand and settle, creating a sense of stillness that gently pulls you toward rest. Every star in the sky carries a quiet story, one written over millions or billions of years, unfolding in silence across the dark. Some stars were born in gentle clouds of gas, glowing softly as they grew. Others drifted alone for ages, shining steadily with no one to see their light. Each star has lived through cosmic seasons, watched galaxies shift, and shared its glow with planets we may never know. When you look at the night sky, you're witnessing countless stories being told at once, each one soft and patient. Thinking about these star stories creates a comforting feeling, as if the universe is filled with gentle lives, each shining in its own way. It reminds you that even in stillness, everything has a beautiful beginning. The universe is so vast, so quietly filled with worlds, that the possibility of life elsewhere feels almost natural. Not loud civilizations or flashing signals, just simple, gentle life quietly existing on distant planets or beneath icy oceans. Imagine tiny organisms drifting in alien seas, or soft lights glowing beneath unfamiliar skies. Life doesn't need noise or drama to grow. It often begins with quiet warmth, a little energy, and time. Thinking about life across the universe feels comforting, as if we're part of a larger family spread across the stars. Even if we never meet them, the idea that other living things might share this cosmic space brings a peaceful sense of belonging, a reminder that the universe may be quietly alive in many places. When a star reaches the end of its life, the process isn't always violent. It can be gentle, like a slow exhale after a long, glowing journey. Some stars shed their outer layers softly, releasing delicate shells of color that drift outward in peaceful waves. These clouds expand quietly, creating calm, floating structures called nebulae. Inside the leftover core, new elements settle together, waiting for future worlds to form. In time, the drifting clouds of stardust gather again, slowly building the seeds of new stars. The cycle is serene, a reminder that endings in the universe are often beginnings in disguise. Thinking about this gentle cosmic rebirth brings a sense of hope, as if everything is part of a soft, ongoing story of renewal. The universe never stops. Even in its quietest corners, everything drifts. Stars orbit, planets spin, galaxies slide apart, and space itself expands. This motion isn't restless. It's natural, like the steady rise and fall of breathing. The cosmos moves because it's built to flow, built to grow, built to open endlessly. Nothing in the universe is frozen in place. Even the smallest particles shift gently, following subtle patterns woven into reality. Thinking about this constant motion brings peace, not urgency. It shows that life doesn't need to rush to be meaningful. Just as the universe moves softly and endlessly, you too can drift through your own moments with calm, knowing that motion and stillness can live together in quiet harmony. Far into the future, long after our time, galaxies will continue drifting through the quiet depths of space, moving gently toward new shapes and new arrangements. Collisions won't be violent. They will be soft, slow dances lasting billions of years. Stars will weave together in graceful spirals, forming calm, blended galaxies that glow peacefully in the dark. Over unimaginable stretches of time, light will travel farther, space will grow wider, and everything will settle into a serene cosmic rhythm. Thinking about this distant future brings comfort, as if the universe has a long, peaceful plan that unfolds without hurry. It reminds you that even the largest structures in existence move with softness, finding harmony in their slow drift across eternity. Every beam of light that leaves a star carries a memory of where it began, of what it touched, of the path it followed through the silent sea of space. Some photons will travel for millions of years without ever slowing, drifting endlessly through the darkness. Even if no eyes ever see them, they continue their quiet journey, a soft message from a distant moment. Light doesn't fade in frustration, it simply keeps going, patient and unwavering. Imagining these wandering rays brings a sense of peace, like watching lanterns float across a still ocean. The memory of light traveling forever reminds you that every moment, every action sends gentle ripples outward, continuing softly long after their origin has passed. Everything in the universe moves in cycles, soft, repeating rhythms that unfold over billions of years. Stars are born, shine gently, fade, and return their light to space. Galaxies drift, merge, and reshape themselves into calmer forms. Even the expansion of the universe follows a steady pattern, widening like a slow breath. These cycles aren't rushed or urgent, they move with peaceful inevitability, reminding you that change can be gentle. Imagining these cosmic rhythms creates a feeling of safety, as if the universe follows a familiar melody played softly in the background of existence. Each cycle promises renewal, balance, and continuity. The comfort of cosmic cycles lies in their patience, their ability to unfold quietly, offering reassurance that everything finds its place in time. Infinity isn't a vast emptiness, it's a soft, endless space where your thoughts can drift without boundaries. As you imagine floating through the calm darkness, surrounded by distant stars, the universe feels like a quiet room with no walls. There is no rush, no destination, just gentle motion carrying you deeper into stillness. Falling asleep inside infinity feels like being held by something larger and kinder than anything else, a presence that asks nothing of you. Every star becomes a tiny nightlight, every galaxy a soft dream, and every breath a reminder that you're part of something peaceful and eternal. Letting your mind settle into this boundless calm brings you naturally toward rest, as if the universe is slowly closing your eyes for you.